10 disgraced athletes caught cheating. Welcome to our channel, subscribe and join our zoo community. In today's video, we're going to talk about 10 disgraced athletes caught cheating. Before jumping into the video, show some love and hit the like button. Cheating is as old as the sports games. This is the worst thing that a player can face as it leads to fines, suspension, and a ban. This could be a nightmare for athletes. If you stick with us till the end of the video, you'll know about 10 such cases of cheating from athletes. There are several cases where players were caught cheating. Some of these cases have interesting twists. Let's find out about 10 of the disgraced athletes who were caught cheating. 10. Rosie Ruiz. To all the observers present at the finish line, she looked like the fittest player to run the Boston Marathon. She won the marathon with a record time of 2 hours 31 minutes and 56 seconds. Her time would have been the fastest female time in Boston Marathon history, as well as the third fastest female time ever recorded in any marathon. When she was crowned, she was barely panting or breathing heavily at all. Her hair was perfectly styled. This raised suspicions later, and it was noticed that Ruiz could not recall many things that most runners know by heart, such as intervals and splits. She later released stress test results showing her resting heart rate as 76. Most female marathoners have a resting heart rate in the 50s or lower. Investigations started against her, and it was revealed that she took the subway to reach the finish line earlier. She was eventually disqualified from the title. 9. Brian Cushing. He played college football at USC and was drafted by the Houston Texans in the first round of the 2009 NFL Draft. He played for the Texans from 2009 to 2017 and became the team's all-time leading tackler. While at USC, Brian Cushing excelled despite a poor body figure. Then suddenly in 2009 with the Houston Texans, Cushing was noticeably more built, stronger, and faster. Cushing won the Rookie of the Year award after testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs. He was suspended for the first 4 games of the 2010 season, but some were outraged before the NFL took away the award. However, he basically won the award while the league knew he had cheated. The justice system of the NFL has been exposed, but no one seems to notice. He's currently an assistant strength and conditioning coach for the Houston Texans of the National Football League, or NFL. 8. Anderson Silva. He was an unbeatable and strong player and fighter of his time. He was truly untouchable. His UFC middleweight champion's 10 straight title defenses speak for itself. He was widely considered as one of the greatest fighters of all time. On February 11, 2015, it was reported that Silva tested positive for an additional unknown illegal substance in a separate test that was related to UFC 183. On February 17, 2015, NSAC Executive Director Bob Bennett confirmed to ESPN.com that Silva failed his post-fight urine test and that Silva had tested positive for the steroid drostanolone, the same banned substance he tested positive for during an out-of-competition test taken on January 9, 2015. Silva also tested positive for the anti-anxiety medication oxazepam and temazepam, which is used to treat sleep deprivation. This destroyed everything he had ever worked for. Not learning from his mistakes, he was again tested positive for a steroid. Silva tried to blame the failed drug test on a sexual enhancement drug that a friend gave him, but the Nevada State Athletic Commission didn't want to hear any of it. 7. Shane Warne. He's an Australian cricket commentator and former international cricketer. He also captained the Australian cricket team in one-day internationals. He's widely regarded as one of the greatest bowlers in the history of the game and has been cited as one of the greatest cricketers. On the eve of 2003, a day before the start of the World Cup and before a match against Pakistan, the Australian board called a press conference and announced that Shane Warne had advised them that he had failed a routine drug test, having used a banned diuretic, and would be returning home immediately. Warne tested positive for Moduretic, a prescription drug widely used in the treatment of hypertension, high blood pressure, and fluid retention, but one that could act as a masking agent for steroids by diluting traces of the substance in the urine. He had already announced his retirement after the 2003 World Cup. He later went on to play charity matches. 6. Marion Jones. She's a former world champion of track and field. She was a star of the 2000 Olympics, having won 5 gold medals until she got caught in a substance abuse scandal. She was caught having used a banned steroid to boost her performance. She was titled as the fastest mom ever, but she wasn't fast enough to escape the charges against her. She pled guilty to using the steroids and had to give up all of her medals. She faced 6 months in prison and later announced her retirement. Jones now stays busy on the speaking circuit where she warns against the dangers of making costly mistakes. 5. Lance Armstrong. He was also a victim of bad luck. He won Tour de France 7 times, but he got caught in the suspicion of possible doping. He had been the subject of doping allegations ever since winning the 1999 Tour de France. For years, he denied involvement in doping. In 2012, a United States Anti-Doping Agency or USADA investigation concluded that Armstrong had used performance-enhancing drugs over the course of his career and named him as the ringleader of the most sophisticated, professionalized, and successful doping program that sport has ever seen. Although he never failed a drug test, it was revealed during the investigations that he was part of a cover-up. This led him to losing sponsorship of Nike and Anheuser-Busch. 4. Shoaib Akhtar. Back in 2006, Shoaib Akhtar was caught in a scandal having used illegal substances for his recovery and to get an energy boost for the performance during the match of Champions Trophy back in 2006. Apparently, he tested positive for the steroid nandrolone, which was banned long ago. Shoaib was known for his aggressive bowling style. The steroid nandrolone is used to aid recovery from injury, increase muscle size, strength and power, and increase aggression. A 3-man tribunal was formed by the Pakistan Cricket Board. He was accused of testing positive, but it wasn't sure whether he took it inadvertently or intentionally. Having been found guilty in a trial later, he faced a 5-year ban. 3. Maria Sharapova. Maria Sharapova was caught having used meldonium at the Australian Open. Meldonium is a drug which is prescribed to regulate the body's metabolism by protecting the heart tissue, but it's also very helpful in boosting the strength of athletes with an increase in their endurance and performance. It also provides improved rehabilitation after exercise, protection against stress, and enhanced activation of central nervous system functions. Surprisingly, world anti-doping agencies came across this drug just a few years ago. It was banned in January 2016. She faced a 2-year ban, although she said she was using it for medical purposes. The manner of its use on match days and when undertaking intensive training was only taken as her intention to boost her energy levels. However, she continued to fight, but damage to her reputation couldn't be undone. And with that, it's now time for today's best pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber, so if you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it on a future video. The next picture was sent to us by one of our subscribers. After making an investigation, we found out that it's a member of the Chinese gymnastic team. 2. Chinese gymnastics team. Underhanded tactics have always been a part of the Olympic Games. Some of the athletes were caught in a doping case. Some became the victim of fraudulent tactics. In this way, they had to give up their gold medals. Cheating is nothing new in the Olympic Games. This occurred with the Chinese gymnastics team. At the 2000 Olympics, the Chinese team was forced to return their medals after one of them was found to have falsified her age. Suspicions of age faking have dogged sports for a number of years in China, where government funding invariably follows success in city and provincial level tournaments. Last but not least, this picture of a figure skater is also sent to us by a subscriber. It leads us to talk about the infamous Tonya Harding cheating scandal. 1. Tonya Harding. The drama between American figure skaters Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan is legendary and at this point Oscar-nominated. But here's a quick refresher anyways. As you may know, the pair were rivals on the ice in the 90s. In 1994, Kerrigan was attacked after practice at the US Figure Skating Championships when she was whacked in the knee with a crowbar. Harding went on to win the gold in that competition. But later it emerged that Harding's ex-husband Jeff Gillooly was involved in the attack, and he was one of 4 people sentenced to prison for the crime. Kerrigan was traumatized but physically okay enough to win a silver medal a month and a half later at the 1994 Winter Olympics in Lillehammer, where Harding finished 8th after having a meltdown over a broken skate lace. Gillooly spent 6 months in prison after pleading guilty to racketeering for his role in what proved to be a career-killing PR debacle for Harding. Harding in turn pled guilty to conspiracy to hinder prosecution and was sentenced to probation, but she didn't get any jail time. You just watched 10 disgraced athletes who were caught cheating. Know about any other such cases? Let us know down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching Lifehack Giraffe. Please make sure to click the bell icon and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. We hope you liked it. See you in our next video.